They cut me off when I was showing you guys my hair in the previous video. They thought that all my hair was just going to come out. You can tell there are strands coming out. So they're upset about a lot of things. So they thought all my hair, I would just lose all my hair. So they said they sent me a video with me losing my teeth, which is, if you like do dream interpretation, that means something. So I guess that was supposed to be some sort of message. I don't know. Anyway, let me just tell you quickly what they were telling me as I was getting up. This is for me having pride, for hubris, that they're taking things away from me. So they said then that looks like they weren't really doing this to help me. They said something about Catholic school. I don't know who created these dreams. They keep talking about it being the Jewish community. Then they said it's Catholic. Then I don't know. They said it involved the elementary school mate, the college ex-boyfriend. So it seems like they're upset now because those two, one is a member of the Latin community, one is Jewish, are representative of the groups that send these dreams. Now, here's my point. Um, the more we talk about this and other people discuss this, everyone seems to have some sort of connection where they research you, they look into your life, and then they come up with these things. So people's uh personalities. I'm going to link an online grooming article that came from the National uh Missing Children. I forgot the name of the company or the group that does it, talking about how they groom you by your personality traits and for you craving validation. So that goes to show that this is not something that's just done randomly and it's just a bunch of random things. No, they actually investigate you, they research you, and they come up with the best way to attack you. So they felt like all of this was because they felt I had pride. So I was telling someone in a comment that you should use old technology to pick this up. So I'm going to turn on this radio. Now this radio, I think I have it on AM, and I moved the this all the way to the end, so it's not on a station. Let me put it loud on a softer station. And as you hear that, you hear that, that means I'm picking up something that I shouldn't be picking up. So that's how you find out. So what I did was I moved this close to a TV that was picking up a lot of things, and they said it made it hard for them to send their frequency. Let me find out what hertz this is on. I'm going to pause this and check. So it's all the way at the end, so of the scale. So I think it's about 150 megahertz. And when we were growing up, we knew hertz because that's how this. Oh, here, radio just came in. A station came in. That's how we were raised. See, they're forgetting I'm 50. We grew up at a time when you didn't have remote controls. You didn't have all the different, you had dials. So you didn't have just buttons that you would press. You actually had to tune in a station. So when I was talking about the scale, they were like, how did I know scale? Because we had to use technology the way they used technology when I was growing up. So I think it's about 150 megahertz. So you can hear something clearly here. But then as I move over here, you start to get the clicking. This is near a window and you don't get anything. You hear that? You hear that? So you guys can hear. So as I move it closer to the cell phone, this is what I get. Okay, and now let me move it a little bit away from that megahertz. And away from the phone. Okay. So this is away from the cell phone. And here, you can still hear that. And you can still hear that sound. Anyway, okay, let me pause this and I'll talk more. Okay, so let me go into more information. So part of what they wanted to do is they said they want to make me worry about, they said needless things. These are things that I wouldn't normally say. Like I would normally not say hubris, pride, take things away. You know, when you're talking about punishing people for hubris or pride and you are demonstrating hubris and pride, then your punishment is coming anyway. So I don't want to stay on that. The other thing I wanted to talk about was I put this on near the television. It kept some of the sounds away from me. So they said they're going to punish me by proving that it had nothing to do with this sound. But part of what this is talking about is that if microwaves and radio waves travel at a certain megahertz, then it does have something to do with it. And it does have something to do with the wavelength. So by moving this closer to the TV that picks it up and away from me, yes, some of their sounds and vibrations are still close to me. They're radio waves and microwaves, but it doesn't affect me as much because I'm taking some of it, drawing some of it away from me because it was coming from in front of me, over me, below me, and to the side. So if I can cancel out the front, I'm canceling some of it out. The other thing is that they were saying that now they're doing it at below me. So I'm going to put this back on and move it back to about 150 megahertz and see. I'm picking up more from above. So maybe in this room it's above and in the other room it's below. But you hear that? So when I was using this, I didn't have my cell phone because I don't bring my cell phone in that room and it was clicking. So they were saying, well, what about maybe it's the phone? No, I didn't have the phone in that room at all. And it was clicking. And you can tell it's a distance away. You guys hear that? So this is close. This is away and you still hear it. So anyway, the whole point becomes if I lived with these types of people, I would be gaslit all the time, every day. I'm glad I don't. So now they're upset because as I'm working on a new craft, they're saying, well, they gave me the idea. I was going to do a craft, and I'll show you in the upcoming video, where I kind of put a flower in between two jar lids. I saw a really cool, amazing craft that I'll call it, where a guy put a zipper on two jar lids and it